Welcome back to FPL Faff with Jez, Jack, and Jim. I'm Jez.
I'm Jack.
I'm Jim.
Mo Salah, what a waste of space.
Wow.
Who in their right minds would captain him?
Everyone.
Everyone did, didn't they?
Yeah, correct.
Fuck.
I was gutted.
And this was the week to make up some points and to have a differential turn up, but instead, 2 big ones from Mo, thanks a lot, and about 3 touches in the game.
I was going to say the worrying thing watching that game is that he was nowhere. Like, he wasn't even close to scoring. I mean, there was one snapshot where he got cleared, he took it on his chest and he hit it quickly. Other than that, the first half I was looking at Mane thinking he's probably someone to think about. I hadn't even thought about him for such a long time this season, but he gets in those little spots. You know, the last couple of weeks he's been performing really well. I was not impressed by Salah. He actually ruined my game week.
And mine. And probably
mine.
yours. Yeah, Jez. Shit. I mean, come on. Trust Liverpool, right? When I bring in Trent Alexander, I bring in a defender, trust them not to keep a fucking clean sheet. What the fuck is going on there?
Do you know what, though? It's
bastards.
Teams that play like West Brom tend to have a little bit of success against Liverpool. You know, Liverpool like open flowing games where they can hit you on the counter attack.
They're just
they don't really like playing against teams who sit back.
Totally.
Yeah.
Credit to West Brom though. They did well.
Absolutely.
Like they had a game plan.
They've been huge. I mean, City and Liverpool draws in 2 consecutive weeks. Like, what do you want?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. No, they played well.
It helped with Big Sam coming in, sorting them out.
Yeah. Guys, shall we go through our horrid points totals for this week?
Go on, Jack, you start.
Let's do it. Yeah, I'm going to finish on... I'm still waiting for the bonus points to come through. But my team are going to finish on 56 for the week, which actually on all accounts not too bad. Yeah, I was quite happy with that. I did make 2 transfers this week, and only one of them was free. So that number is actually going to drop down to 52 once all's said and done. I'll run through the team. McCarthy, clean sheet at the back. Southampton,
nice.
I was pleased with that. John Stones. Yeah, I'm going to have anxiety every game week whether he's going to start or not. But for now, he's looking good. He was once again solid against
Newcastle.
Newcastle, of course.
Yes. Yep.
He played well. Saw foul 1 point. I mean, pretty gutted about that. He plays 90 minutes, and he looked promising. At the very least, Trent with the 2 points. He was one of my newly transfers in. That was pretty
Snake.
That was pretty gutting. That.
Didn't tell me you were doing that, did you?
No, I didn't. That was a
neglected
late
to mention it on the last pod.
That was a late transfer. Same for Brewster. I didn't know I was going to be making 2. I know I've still got 1 to make before tomorrow. Who knows who's that's going to be? And then I've got a very heavy premium midfield, and only one of them turned up. So I was gutted about that. I captained Salah. He got me 4 points. Bruno, obviously, with 12. Fantastic. De Bruyne's given me a lot of headaches. 3 points is just not good enough. He missed. Yep. I don't know what's happened to him, but he missed that awful one-on-one chance.
It was horrible, wasn't it?
If you're full of confidence, that's bottom corner, no questions asked. Not looking good. The only thing that's keeping him in my team is their fixture run from game week 18. They've got 5 games which look winnable, clean sheetable, and for Kevin, someone that is probably pointsable. So I'm going to stick with him for a little bit. I haven't got much value on him, but yeah, he's still in there. And then the check. Again, I've got 2 checks in my team. Souček comes to the fore. He gets me a big 10 points. He was great. He didn't know much about the goal, but he's a real goal threat for West Ham, and I like him in my team at 5 million in there. Calvert-Lewin with a solitary point. Didn't watch the game. Wasn't that interesting. And then Bamford, who is on penalties, who is going to come in with 8 points in total, which... again, he's given me no reason to get him out. It's like every other game he's scoring, and he's playing 90 minutes as well. I've been very impressed.
Yeah, totally. Jim, what was your points total looking like for this week?
So I think I'm going to finish on about 50. That's with Wilson not playing. What the fuck's that about? coming on for Chilwell, which I had
Chilwell coming on for Wilson, yes.
Yeah, which is really annoying, obviously, because Arsenal turned up against Chelsea. They played so well. What's really frustrating is left 6 points on my second sub, with Ayling getting that clean sheet, which is really upsetting.
I told you Leeds were going to turn up, man.
Yeah, you did.
I said it live on the pod.
Yeah. So I was like, in and ahhing whether Chilwell was going to even play anyway because he had that flag. And I played Zuma and I thought, do you know what? If he does play, they're probably going to get a clean sheet over at Arsenal. And it was not the case. It was
Honestly.
not the case. And I'm happy for Arsenal. Yeah, I am. And yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so I've got McCarthy, 6 points. Zuma with 1 point. Trent, I told you I brought him in the last pod. He didn't keep a clean sheet. They should have, but they didn't. And then Cancelo with 7 points with 2 bonus. Love that. Thank you. Son with 3. That game was so boring.
Oh, so grim.
So it's I mean, this was the weekend of just all of them were turnips. All of them, except for the Arsenal-Chelsea game.
I wish I hadn't watched a single game this week.
The only thing I really like about this week is that Everton are second in the league. Love that so much. But yeah, regarding FPL, Fernandes 12, should have captained him. Mo, least we say about that game, the better. I brought in Bowen. He gave me 1 point. Not what I was expecting. Suchek, though, big 10 points. Love that with the bonus. Kane, 2 points. Again, he should have bagged.
He was nowhere that game, though.
He wasn't getting the service either. He had to try to... He was all over the pitch.
I know. I saw him coming back into his own half to try to get the ball and run through 10 players. Like, that's an issue.
Absolutely mad. But again, give credit to Wolves. They probably could have taken it 2-1 in that game.
Honestly, Wolves with a better team.
Yeah.
The fact that Tottenham scored early just changed everything, but they couldn't get on the ball.
Yeah, it was insane. Really insane. But yeah, that's it. It's be about 50 points, I think, with all the bonuses. And then Chilwell coming in. That huge 1 point off the bench.
Nice.
Yeah. And I think I've just clinched the top spot, but it's like, I don't know.
It's teetering.
If I can keep it.
Nah, you're still there, mate. You're still there. But interesting on Spurs. I don't think they played that well. But more importantly, it's 2 more points dropped, which is, I think for them. I mean, they haven't won in 4 games now, which is slightly concerning. Owning Son. The only thing I will say is their next 4 games: Fulham, Leeds, Villa, and Sheffield United. If you want to win the league, all 4 of them, you need to win them. So this is the time to jump on Spurs players if you don't have them.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Jez, how did you go on?
So I made a transfer on the pod live last time. That was a huge mistake. Huge mistake.
In fact,
big. I was chatting up Slabhead Vestergaard so much, and he's a great player. I'm a big fan, and brought him in. The next day, I see that he's minus 75%. He's got a knee issue, and now he's expected back in a month's time. So he has immediately left my team after not playing. That was a great use of a transfer. Thankfully Chilwell played, because otherwise I would have been playing short. So that's, nice big 1 point from him. Like both of you guys, I had McCarthy, and I've got Taylor from Burnley coming in for the injured Vestergaard with 2 points. Dallas with 6 big ones. Leeds played well today. I thought that was a more professional performance than they usually give. Usually they're a bit all over the shop when it comes to defending, because Burnley was the better team for a large portion of that game. But they managed to keep him out. Fernandes, 12 points. And like Jack, I've got a very stacked midfield that did very little. Salah with 2, and he had my armband. Heung-min Son with 3. Zaha with 1. Well, I tell you why I'm angry about that. So look, this is the 4th week I've had him in, and thus far he's contributed 7 points.
Oh God!
And to top it all off, I was going to get Souček in this week, but I had to make a last-minute transfer to cover for defense, and I got in Vestergaard, who contributed nothing. So that was
mistake.
That is horrific.
I'm not upset about it.
Yeah.
Because did Souček get his big head on it?
Yes, he did. He's got 4 goals this season.
And what a horrible goal that was as well. Deflected. He didn't know anything about it. It just hit him in the face and went in the goal.
That is salt in the wounds kind of stuff. It was a poor defensive header. He didn't even know about it. And I was thinking of you actually when they showed the slow motion replay. It kind of rebounds off his face and just ripples the back of the net. And I could just imagine you head in hands thinking, I picked the wrong 6'4" player.
Yeah. Oh man.
Of all the weeks to do it, I'm beginning to see a consistency whenever we've done a live transfer on the pod, and it hasn't worked out. Jack, it didn't work out for you.
No.
You brought in Son. Well, you took out Grealish a week too early, and then the same for you, Jess. Like you. But the thing is, I think it's my turn to make this mistake and do a transfer live on the pod.
Oh, I love that.
This wasn't planned at all. I'm thinking I might just do it right now, this second.
Shall I just run through my final 3 players So Grealish with 2, Kane with 2, and Bamford with 8. So that was, do you know what? Bamford boy he's my boy.
That's a great segue.
Oh boy. Okay. Go on, make your transfer.
This is why I've been looking at it. I was thinking because Wilson did not play and it's looking like he probably might not play against Liverpool, and also that's a hard game, I'm just going to bring Bamford in because they're going to be up. He's going to be up again away to West Brom, and I think that's something a little better. I'm thinking he might do something. What do you guys think?
Yeah, well, frustrated because I have him and we're very, very close to one another now. But I think that's a very, very smart move. And I think it's smart because I think it's smart to do it live on the pod at 9:30 on December the 27th, because if you were to make this transfer in 12 hours time,
he's gone up.
I think he's going to go. I think he's going up tonight. So if you can lock him in at 6.4, you've already gained that value. I think that'd be smart.
Also, I don't want to lose anything on Wilson either because I think he may go down 0.1 as well over there.
Oh, he definitely will. His upcoming fixtures, he's going to go down. Whether it's tomorrow or whether it's the day after, he's gone. Yeah.
So I think I'm going to have to do it. I will have to bring him back in because I know he's going to be in a double game week. But do you know what? You did it, Jack. You did it, Jez. I feel like it's my time to make a mistake. And I am... I'm going to do it.
Do it.
It's done.
Oh, wow.
My transfer has been
So,
made.
Jack, now we can say how we really feel.
Yeah, well, I've just read it. Smart.
Bamford out for 10 weeks. Ooh.
I was going to bag this transfer as well and have 2 for next week, but... it keeps it interesting, doesn't it, boys? Keeps it interesting.
I was just going to, it's a good shout. I've just been looking at him as you've been saying that, and he's in 45% of teams now. I didn't realise he is highly owned. A lot of people have him. He's a really good price point, but 10 goals a season this season so far with a great fixture next. I mean, he does have the blank in game week 18, so I'm not sure what you guys are doing about that.
Free hit.
I concur with that. Free hit all the way.
So let's talk about this. We'll talk about it nearer the time as well because it's pressing. But those fixtures, none of them excite me.
Just to give a little bit of a context for some of our listeners, game week 18, there's very few teams playing. It's a bit of a blank week, and I think we've got 5 games, not even. And then the week after, in game week 19, there are a bunch of double game weeks. So, yeah. Go on, Jack.
Thank you. That was great context. So now I'm looking at my squad, and with 6 games there are on that game week 18, but none of those games are really exciting me. I think City Brighton is probably the only one where you might want to load up. Villa Spurs won't be easy. Wolves Everton will be a tight one. Sheffield United Newcastle. I mean, there's not and important to remember, you can only have is it 3 players from one team? Yeah. So I mean, ideally, I just have the whole of the City team laid out, but I don't think you can. It's hard to do on a clean sheet. I'm going to struggle to play a free hit with the team that makes me feel like it's worth it for the sake of probably maybe 15 additional points. I don't know. It's tough.
I don't know. It's like, can you afford that blank of like, you have to, well, basically I'll just check how many players that aren't going to play and then see if you can afford it.
Honestly, I mean, for me, it's a no-brainer. I was looking at my team and I think I've got like 4 players playing if I don't play a free hit. And actually, one of those players is not long for this world in my team either.
Who is?
Grealish. So this is all leading up to I've got this big elaborate plan, which was kind of messed with Vestergaard. Thanks so much.
It's not gonna work.
We'll see. Anyway, so I'm setting myself up for a game week 19 turn up central. I'm going to be playing my bench boost.
Didn't you say you were going to be top of the league with these 2 game weeks?
I don't know if I'm going to be top of the league immediately, but I'm going to be making some serious ground up regardless.
I swear you said, I'm going to be top of the league.
I think I said I was going to be top of the league game week 46, but anyway, so I'm trying to set myself up to make a transfer every week, and actually, in fact, a couple of transfers in a couple of weeks, so that I have 13 out of 15 players playing 2 games in game week 19, and I'm going to bench boost. So hopefully, I'm going to be points in.
So just say that again. Just how many players will you have when you bench boost who are on doubles?
So the entire squad is 15 players, 13 of which I'm planning to have playing double game week.
Incredible. Wow. That's amazing. And conversely, I'm going to be having 8 as it currently looks, which
I haven't even checked. I can't fathom it right now.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to outright say that I'm going to be top of the league, but I'm looking at that and saying thank you very much. I'll gain 65 points on you both that week.
Good luck.
Does that mean that you won't have any City players in your team by game week 19?
I don't know, and I won't then.
Wow.
It's mad that you don't have not one.
So let's talk about the free hit though, because as Jack just said, if you're not loading up on City players playing that free hit, what are you doing?
So I'm looking at 3 players. It's going to be Diaz, Sterling, and De Bruyne.
Correct.
Depending on Aguero, I might have a look at that because he's the best striker in those fixtures, but it's too early to say for that. I'm definitely going to have Kane, Son, and Reguilon, most likely, for Spurs. For Arsenal, it's bleak. I don't want to have any attackers right now the way that we're playing. Saka at 5.5 is looking most interesting. I'm definitely going to have a Wolves defender, definitely an Everton defender, because I know they're playing each other.
That's probably got 0-0 written all over it.
Absolutely, it could easily be 0-0. I'm going to throw in Grealish because why not?
Sure.
And then almost certainly Callum Wilson for so that'll be my 3 up top. But I mean, it's not exciting. The fact that Liverpool aren't in there is very annoying because I definitely would have had Trent, Robbo, and Salah.
Yep.
But we'll talk about that more probably in the next. Next
guys,
pod.
I'm going to keep it more relevant and talk about my pick team for game week 16 because I do not want to think about 18 and 19. Honestly, there's so much going on.
Please keep doing that.
I'll prefer to just lock in what I've got right now, especially with this transfer. Shall I run through it? I've made a change in the transfer right now as well. I'm doing a 4-4-2. I'm doing a JD special.
Nice. Whoa.
But honestly, I might bench boost it, which sounds ridiculous. It's just because I've got Zuma at home to Aston Villa on the bench. I've got Souček away to Southampton on the bench, and I've got Brewster away to Burnley. Watch him actually turn up.
Jim, I don't know if I tell you this often enough.
I'm not going to do it.
You are an idiot if you do that. That would be the worst choice since I didn't captain Salah in game week 1.
Yeah, you didn't. I can't believe you didn't. Anyway, at the moment, obviously I've got to stop McCarthy. I've got Chilwell, Trent, Cancelo, Ealing, because the fixtures look good. I've got Son, Fernandes, who I might captain. Salah, Bowen. I'm putting Bowen, starting him instead of Souček. I don't know if that's going to be wise or not.
Okay.
I'm going to captain Kane, I think, and I've just got him Bamford. So
That's a great team.
That's what I'm looking at.
How about you, Jez?
So I've made my one transfer this week. I'm still tossing up whether I should, because I'm looking at Grealish and Zaha, and people are flocking to get them out of their teams, and quite right. I'm trying to make up my mind whether one of these players is going to lose value overnight. I think it's tight, and I don't want to lose value on either one, and they're both going to get out in the next couple of weeks. But as it stands, I'm playing a 4-4-2, a JD special as well. I got in Bednarek for Slabhead, straight swap. I'm looking at McCarthy, Bednarek, Chilwell, Dallas, and Taylor. Fernandes, Salah, Son, who's got my captain's armband at the moment, and Grealish. Then Kane and Bamford rounding up the top. And I've got Zaha sitting first sub. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Jack, what are you looking at?
So I'm looking at, I'm actually debating whether I make a transfer now, a very sad transfer of Mitchell out for a defender who is no more than 4.5 million. It's a horrific.
No one wants to hear this.
That's fine. I'll cut this from the pod.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a horrendous situation. What I'm tempted to do actually is I'm absolutely fine with my starting 11. I might roll a transfer. There's no one. The only one that kind of gets me a little bit nervous is Calvert-Lewin at home against City. I'd rather him not be there, but for the defender I'd be bringing in, I'd rather actually have the opportunity for Calvert-Lewin to score than not have him on the pitch at all. So what does that look like?
All I would say is that Everton normally play well against City.
Yeah, no, they do, and well, they're above in the league as well.
Everton,
so.
what that team rings a bell.
Top, second in the league.
Yeah. Look, second best team in Liverpool. That's all you need to know.
Fuck's sake.
So right now, I'm looking at McCarthy in goal, standards. John Stones is still there. Sorfal, Trent. A midfield of Salah, Fernandes, De Bruyne, Son, and Souček. I really like the look of those five. I really want De Bruyne to start getting the points in. And then up front, I've got Calvert-Lewin and Bamford. So that might be me just keeping it as it is and rolling a transfer. But I'm gone.
Just saying, John Stones for 4.9 is insane.
It is, and he was 4.8 last week. Oh,
he's going to go up to 5.
I'm going to regret not getting him in.
Yeah.
And Jack, I will say, and this is bittersweet. So you were talking through the week about whether you should get in Matip, and he got an assist tonight. Then he also went off injured in the 59th minute.
Yeah.
Such a confusing game for him.
Yeah. I think, he finished on 4 points, which was a weird... Actually, no, that's not true. He's going to finish on 7. No, because he got the 3 bonus as well.
Oh, wow.
So, did he get the 3 bonus and he only played... Oh, my God.
Yeah,
right.
so he's going to finish on... He's going to finish on 7 points. But yeah, no, that would have been a mistake. I looked at Matip and I thought... Actually, the thing that made me nervous was looking at him. He almost plays like every other game. I don't want that for a Liverpool defender. I'm very happy with Trent in there.
So injury prone.
He's so injury prone.
Funny.
He is.
Oh, funny is the wrong word.
It's funny.
Anyway, Jack, would you like to take us through the transfers in and out this week?
Hang on.
Oh.
Just before we do that.
No, you're right. Mm-hmm. Jim, why don't you tell us who your turn-up king of the week is?
Turn-up king! Turn Up King is going to Ollie Watkins.
Nice.
Ollie Watkins.
3 assists. 3 assists.
He had a huge game. He didn't even get in the bonus though with 3 assists, did he?
It's insane. I don't know why.
I'm very confused about that.
Also,
weird, really weird. 3 assists, he doesn't get bonus points. Oh, if you're a Watkins only, you're livid.
It's insane. It is insane, but a huge 11 points. Like I don't know. I was thinking of actually bringing in Ollie in for Wilson. However, they've got who are Aston Villa playing, by the way?
Chelsea.
Yeah. I think I prefer Bamford.
I think Bamford against West Brom is more likely. Can I just do a quick shout out? So we have a mutual friend, Jack of Team Jack in the FPL Faff Mini League, who you will now find in 5th place, courtesy of leaving one Ollie Watkins at first sub.
That's so savage. Brutal. It's so brutal.
I'm so sorry, but I'm so happy about it.
I don't know how you're not 5th. You're made to be 5th. You need to go back.
Look, I'll get back there eventually. Actually, you know what? I take that back. No, I won't. I'm coming for both of you guys. Come game week 20, watch out.
All right, sure. I've also got another segment, and it's my tiny turn up of the week. My tiny turn up, and there was a few in contention, but it goes to the one and only Icelandic superstar Gylfi Sigurdsson.
Jim, you love a good gilf.
I do love a good gilf. No, I don't. I really don't. Anyway,
yeah, you like the bad gilfs. Let's move on.
No. Anyway, so in the last 4 fixtures, he's got 32 points. That's huge. That is huge.
Wow.
James who, you would say. James who. Since he's been injured, like... He's been proving it.
Look, I think he's in danger of losing the title J-Rod to J. Rodriguez, you know?
It's mad, isn't it? But yeah, those are my 2 for this week.
Yep. I think Gylfi's definitely one to look at. I've been thinking about him. He's just a little bit too expensive for me and the way that my team's set up at the moment. But, you know, maybe game week 20 onwards if he's still starting in that spot.
Can't you do a Grealish for Sigurdsson, surely?
So I could, but Everton don't have a double game week in game week 19, so he's going to go nowhere near my squad.
That's fair. Fair.
Jack, why don't you take us through the transfers in and out for this week?
I will do. So, we talked about him a bit already. Jez, you've already got him in. Bednarek comes in at number 1 spot. Number 2.
150,000 transfers in, direct swaps for Slabhead.
Number 1, that's hard.
Yeah, exactly that. But he's gonna jump up immediately to 4.8, no question.
Yeah.
Bruno, 11.1. He is in there. He at number 2. Patrick Bamford, number 3.
Whoa.
James Justin, number 4. These players.
Oh, that pains me.
These all 4 of them, I reckon, are overnight price increases, no question.
Yeah.
One player who I've been looking at more so than ever, actually, Jamie Vardy.
Yes. Yep.
11 goals and 7 assists.
That's very incredible. Good. Yep.
He scores when he wants.
He does. He scores when he fucking wants.
You got left back Charlie Taylor, who's coming in at number 6, 4.5.
Again, stop naming my team, man.
Jesus.
They've got a couple nice fixtures. After that, it's an absolute horror show. So he's an absolute short-term pick if ever I've seen one, Charlie Taylor.
Come game week 20, he will not be in my side.
Yeah. Stuart Dallas, number 7, who is a defender playing cam. Then you have James Maddison, number 8.
Okay, yeah.
Who did get an assist against United. He needs to do more for me. He needs to be more consistent.
He's above 7 mil, and 4 points from a 7 mil plus player is a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're right up there though. I mean, I think him and Vardy, they do play so well together. He's quite often the third pass as well. Madison, he's always amongst it. I think his time will come. He's a good player. Son is number 9. 62% of teams have him, which is incredible. No, he's number 9 on transfers in.
Oh yeah. Again, we usually start with the transfers out, but
I'm getting so confused.
Sorry, yeah, we do. These have all been transfers in. Apologies.
Okay. Wow.
And number 10 is he was absolutely incredible yesterday. Man of the match, no two ways about it. Goal and an assist, 3 bonus. Bukayo Saka.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
That goal, wow.
Great hit.
Wow.
Did he mean it?
Who cares?
Question marks. Who cares? Top bins. Yeah. I'd be worried. Chelsea were dreadful. They need a huge response if they're gonna stay in the. If they're title challengers, which I don't think they are, to be honest, they're looking at top 4, but they cannot be playing like that at all.
To be fair, there's a lot of teams up the top who are dropping points left, right, and centre. I mean, you've got Liverpool, Everton, both question marks around them. Tottenham haven't won in 4 games. Chelsea.
What do you mean, Everton? We just won 3 on the bounce.
Yeah, I still got some question marks around Everton. They've got patchy
Sod
form.
off. 3 on the bounce. We just beat Chelsea, Leicester, and crap. Who did we just play? Who did we just play?
I'm gonna let you figure it out.
I can't remember now. Why have I just forgotten it?
You watched the game.
I watched the game. I watched it. Yes. Oh my God.
They're right down there.
It was nearly a turnip. It was nearly a turnip game. Oh, if we did not beat Sheffield United, I would have quit. I just would have quit.
It's embarrassing. It's beyond embarrassing now. They just can't do it. The one thing that they do need to do is stick with Chris Wilder, though. He's a good manager, and they couldn't do a better job with anyone else. I don't think. Like, he's got to stay there.
Big Sam, he's done some things for West Brom. He's already he's nearly got more points with West Brom than Chris Wilder has with Sheffield this season.
I don't think anyone would take that job. 1 point after 15 games. No one's interested in that. I mean, you're preparing for the Championship if you take that job.
Yeah,
no question. And now top 10 transfers out, which I should have started with. Number 1 is Slabhead, Yannick Vestergaard.
Yep.
Who do we know a return date? Is it back end of January for him?
Back end of January, yeah. That's what it's saying.
Oh, just because you got him in, so funny.
The fixtures aren't great.
So funny.
Fixtures aren't great for Southampton. Maybe that's a reason too. I know people have been jumping on Bednarek, but I don't know. I'm not convinced just yet. Number 2 is Tyrone Mings, who is with a stupid red card. He will. Yeah, he's only missing a game, so he'll be coming back. I'm sure. Number 3 is Kevin De Bruyne. Unsurprisingly, if he's not getting some form of attacking returns, no one's interested, including me. Jack Grealish is number 4.
Worrying.
Calvert-Lewin is number 5. Number 6 is Kyle Walker, who has been contracted with COVID, so unknown date for him. Probably great news if you're a Cancelo owner, because he's going to be nailed to start, I'm sure. Number 7 is Wilfried Zaha.
Oh, also worrying.
Which is, but not surprising.
It's not surprising, but like, I just want them to hold. I want him and Grealish to hold value for just 1 more week, so I can get rid of both and make the money that I've made.
You know, as soon as you get rid, they start to do bits again.
I'm sure, but Zaha 4 games, 7 points. Like, I'm
so
sorry, that's it.
Do you know what? I think it's unwise to bench him, but you have to bench him because I want to see those points lost.
Number 8. Number 8 is Timo Werner, who, oh man,
too expensive.
I'm sorry, he's a turned down king.
He is.
Yeah, it's concerning with I've it's Christmas and he's, I don't know, 4 goals, 5 assists. You would have hoped for more. I still am convinced that his time will come. He will pick it up. There's no doubt, but.
Sure, when he's playing in the MLS age 36. Totally.
I just want to see the proof first before making a move for him. But everyone's shipping him out, and he's a good player. Riyad Mahrez is number 9, which again didn't feature against Newcastle.
He's the worst thing I ever brought into my team.
So
I would say Phil Foden was the worst player you ever got in your team twice.
So apart from the hat trick he scored against Burnley, Riyad Mahrez has only got a goal and an assist this season. So that kind of tells me all really that I need to know.
I can't say his name.
Gundogan.
Gundogan, yeah. Good player.
Gundogan.
Really good player. And starting to get minutes as well.
Yeah, he's being played.
He does have a little injury flag over him at the moment.
Oh, does he?
He picked up a knock. It's saying -75.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of that.
Okay.
And number 10, people are still shipping him out, even though he is back from injury. But they conceded 3 on the weekend. It's Chilly Chilwell.
Chilly.
Oh, that makes me so sad. Why did I hold on? Why?
Why not?
Because he's going to get no points in the next 5 fixtures.
He might.
No, he won't.
He's worth it. He's a long-term investment.
He is.
Just like Son and Kane, they are long-term investments. For the whole period of the season, they will average so much better than taking them out.
I guess so.
Definitely.
Guys, shall we go through the fixtures now, predictions for the next week, which is tomorrow?
Tomorrow, guys.
Unbelievable.
That's insane.
There's so much football on at the moment. My girlfriend hates me already.
I think we could all share that. Who is the first game?
Crystal Palace, Leicester.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be a boring game. Not quite a turnip, but I don't know who. I mean, Leicester being in good form. I'm gonna say 2-1 Leicester.
Okay.
I agree. I think it'll be a Leicester win, but I don't see Palace scoring. So I'm going to go 2-0 Leicester.
Yeah, no, do you know what? It's going to be 2-1. Zaha will score because he's on my bench.
Yeah.
Vardy will probably also score, and if Vardy does, I'm going to have to think long and hard about my team.
Yes, you do.
Chelsea.
Do you know what? I can even see that going 2-1 to Palace. Because they have to do something, don't they? I don't know.
Yeah, but they won't.
No.
I just can't see it.
All right.
Chelsea, Aston Villa.
Has to be a Chelsea win for them after that loss against Arsenal. I can't see Aston Villa actually doing them over, but you never know. They have done it before. They put 7 to Liverpool. So to call this, do you know what? I'm gonna say 2-2.
Oh, wow.
Go on,
Jez.
I was going to say, that begs the question whether I should bench Chilwell, because I'm looking at that fixture as well, and I think Aston Villa will score.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe Chilwell will get an attacking return, I'm not sure, but
That's
am I better off playing playing Zaha against Leicester than Chilwell against Villa?
No, I'll still play Chilwell.
Okay.
I agree. I think I'd still play Chilwell, but only because I think he's good going forward. If he was a Kurt Zuma, it would be different.
I mean,
I know. Kurt Zuma is good going forward, but I feel like with Chilwell, he's like Robinson in the sense that he plays like a left winger, so you've always got a chance. I do think Villa will score. They put 7 past Liverpool, so let's see what they can do against Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but they're starting to really find their feet. Villa, I've been impressed actually with them this season. 3 clean sheets apart from this weekend just gone as well in a row. They're looking like a good outfit. I still do think it'll be a Chelsea win. I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't know what I think. I think this could be 1-1 actually.
Interesting.
I think it's going to be a very tight game.
It will be. I think it will be. Yeah.
So next up, 2 garbage teams, Everton, Man City.
This is 3-0 Everton, without a doubt. 3-0
Okay, false.
Everton.
Jack, what do you reckon?
I think this is going to be another tight game. You've got 2 really good teams here. I'm going to go for a City win because I think they have more quality.
I used to like you, Jack.
I think, and I think that this is the game where my concerns around Kevin De Bruyne are going to be relieved when and I think him and Aguero are going to turn up here, and it's going to be a 2-1.
Aguero is even going to get on the field. I hope not, because he's amazing. No. De Bruyne is going to be nothing, hopefully, and it's going to be 3-0 Everton. I'm like so convinced.
Right, like, I'm gonna disagree with both of you. I think this. Do you know what? This has got my turnip for this week. This is gonna be It's gonna be. Sorry,
no. I can see the turnip game, and it's like 2 away. I can see it.
Oh no! Okay, yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Yes.
You're right. This is not going to be a good game, though. I don't think. I think it's going to be 0-0. I think both teams are going to struggle to put anything together. There we are. Brighton, Arsenal.
I think
go on, Chuck.
I was impressed by Brighton scoring 2 goals today. I didn't think they could do that. So that was interesting. Arsenal look great against Chelsea, and I think they're going to carry that momentum in. It is an interesting one though, because if this was last season, comfortable Arsenal 2-0, no questions, move on to the next fixture. These teams are so close to each other in the table. Only one place separates them both. So it's a really important game for both teams. But I do still think Arsenal are going to win. I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal.
Do you know what? I reckon if Arsenal don't win this game, I think that could be the end of Arteta, sadly.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's... I mean, I like Arteta there. I think he is going to do really well, sadly. And I feel like they should just keep him in for the long run, because he will turn it around.
They should, but you also can't ignore that, like, they're near the relegation zone with Brighton.
They're not going to be relegated. Though.
No, they're not. But like a team like Arsenal can't be at that point in the table. They just can't be.
Well, they are. So
yeah, sure. I really do hope for Arsenal's sake, and I shudder to say this. I do hope that Arsenal will win on the weekend. I'm going to say it's going to be 2-1 to Arsenal.
No, I'm going to agree with Jack. I think it's got 2-0 to Arsenal, yeah. It'll be quite clinical. Even though I do really like Brighton. Never mind.
Yeah, but I mean, think about the fact that you've got Neil Maupay, Leandro Trossard up against Rob Holding. Just think about that.
Rob Holding, if I make a transfer this week, he's the one and only player coming in my team. Which...
Jack, you just love to talk about terrible, terrible transfers. Just nothing of interest.
It's honestly, I don't want to get rid of De Bruyne. If I get rid of De Bruyne, in comes Kane, in comes, other Vardy. But no, I'm not. I'm talking about getting rid of Mitchell and getting Rob Holding in instead. It's so embarrassing.
Moving on.
Yawn.
Moving on to the fixture of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on to the turnip of the week.
Burnley, Sheffield. If this is not 0-0, I don't know what is.
Turnip.
I've just seen this game is on at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, the 29th of December. I'm going to be finding anything to do at 6 p.m. around this time.
You're going to be volunteering to wash up at 6 p.m.
Happily. I'm going to plan my day around making sure that I'm doing jobs around that time.
Why don't you watch the Brighton Arsenal game at the same time?
It's at the same time. Done, job done. That's what I'm going to be doing. I didn't even realise. And the same goes for the next 2 fixtures after this one. These teams struggle to score, and if they do score, it's a deflection. It's a header that's come off their shoulder. It's not. It's not a clean strike. I'm gonna go 0-0.
I'm gonna agree. It's 0-0. It's got 0-0 written all over it. Literally. Also, Jez, this is your game, because we've got a few games at the same time. This is the one you have to watch.
Look, I've got skin in this game. I've got Charlie Taylor, who's hopefully going to get me 6 points.
I've got skin in this game. You have to watch
what's going to happen, and it's going to ruin me, is Brewster's going to score his first goal of the season, ruin my clean sheet, and he's going to sit on my bench.
Your third bench. That's the same for me. He's in my third bench.
I'd be delighted if that happened.
I'll probably I won't show up for the next pod if that happens. Southampton, West Ham.
Good game.
I think this has got a draw as well written on it. I'm going to say 1-1.
I think this is my game of the week, actually.
Ooh. This would be a really, really good game.
It should be a good one, yeah.
I think it will. I think both defences are fairly decent. You know, they play a similar way. My worry for West Ham is that they rely on Souček to score goals, and he's midfielder. Whereas
nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that, but what they need is, you know, Seb Haller can't do it. They need Antonio or someone like that up top.
To be fair, I think
Bowen's
I called this a long time ago.
Well.
Haller is garbage. He is a trash player.
He wasn't last season.
No, yes, he was. He is not a good player, full stop. End of story.
Goodbye.
I'm going to go 1-1, same as you, Jim.
I think Southampton might just edge this one. I want it to be 2-0, but I think it's going to be 2-1. West Brom Leeds. I'm looking forward to this game too, actually. I think this is going to be very open.
It will be open.
West Brom are going to play completely different to how they played against Liverpool because they're going to smell blood and they need to get a result from this game, really. And Leeds play the same way no matter who they're playing against.
Because I brought in Bamford live on the pod, that means he's not going to do anything. If anything, he's going to get injured or sent off.
Oh, thanks.
And I don't mean anything like a bad injury. I just, he's going to get a little knock. Obviously, because I've just brought him in, and West Brom are probably going to win. But I do think it'll be 2-1 to Leeds.
Okay. Jack?
I think West Brom have the new manager bounce, but when I'm looking at this, Leeds are just, plain and simply, they're a much better team than West Brom. They've got better players, they play more exciting football, they're workhorses. If West Brom sit back like they did against Liverpool, which I doubt they'll do, they need to be more ambitious, then it could be different, but this should be a very comfortable Leeds win. I'm going to go 2-0.
I think this game has goals written all over it. I think it might be 4-2 to Leeds.
Wow.
Do you know what? I'm thinking I'm going to change. I'm going to say 0-0.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Fine.
I just done it. Yeah.
All right. All right. Man U Wolves.
Yeah. Okay. United win. It's going to be quite comfortable for them, I think, even though they are at home.
And as we know, Bruno doesn't like to turn up at home.
I know. Oh my God! Why don't we captain him?
Because we're idiots.
Yes. God, I mean, Wolves played so well today, but I think they're going to be tired, and I'm going to give it to obviously United, and it's going to be 3-1.
Yeah, I've been dead impressed with United recently. From front to back, actually, they're looking like a really, really good team. If they can continue this for the next few weeks, they're right up there as title challengers for me. There's no reason why they couldn't do that. I'm going to agree, 3-1.
I am also going to agree 3-1. And I'll tell you why United have been better recently. It's because they've been starting Scott McTominay. He's just been gluing that midfield together. Nothing's getting past him. He's tall, he wins headers. He's a presence in both boxes. He makes smart choices. And he's fast. He covers ground.
The thing I like about Solskjaer as well is that he's not nervous of making a rogue decision like that. Did you I'm not sure if you saw the bench against who they played on the weekend.
Hundreds of millions of pounds on that bench.
Oh my God. And hundreds of international caps. I couldn't believe it. It was like 200, it was like 288 international caps on the bench. Which included Greenwood, Lingard, Twanzebe, 3 players who haven't really kicked it on with their foot with England. But for Scott McTominay to be keeping Pogba out of the team, impressive. That said, they both made the difference when they came on. When Pogba and Cavani came on, I thought they were
massively.
It pushed them to another level.
It's Cavani, I think, for me. Like, he's so good.
I love Cavani, and that's a nice segue into saying I hate Martial. He's so lazy. He's just so lazy.
Oh, why couldn't he be lazy when he knocked us out of the Carabao Cup? The prick.
Look, every 4th game, he's just like, all right, I guess I'd better show up today so that I don't just tear up my contract here and now. What a waste of space that guy is. he had about 4 opportunities where he could have either scored and just took a shit touch, or should have laid somebody through and just, I don't know, ran straight at the defender, and that's what it was. Like,
it's tough though. I think when you've got him, like, he's someone he's so quick. Like, he causes problems. I know he's not scoring goals or getting assists directly, but he's a nuisance. And with Cavani, you've got someone who's super, super smart on the ball, really intelligent player, great player to bring on with 25 minutes to go. But I think for just running defences ragged, Martial, he's one of the best for that.
Also, none of us have him in, so it doesn't matter. Really.
Yeah, you're right. Moving on. Spurs, Fulham.
Spurs win, and it's going to be huge. Son and Kane, a.k.a. Kane, as in Sane, and Con will do bits. They'll do all the bits. It's going to be 3-0 to Spurs.
Correct.
I'm going to go 3-0 Spurs as well, with Son as my captain this week.
Whoa.
I'm going to agree with that entirely.
I think I'm captaining Kane, but okay.
We'll see you in second place, I guess.
I might Newcastle. Do you know what? After tomorrow, I might be in second place.
I mean, will is the word you're looking for, but yeah.
No, might.
Nah, not when you copy my squad, mate, because then I can never get above you.
I'm number one.
Newcastle, Liverpool. Speaking of number one, let's talk about the number one Liverpool side and number one in the Premier League, despite being garbage today. Newcastle, Liverpool.
1-0 Newcastle.
Okay, grow up.
It'll be Wilson because I took him out as well.
There's been there's been one embarrassing result this season, which was Villa 7, Liverpool 2. This will be the second embarrassing result this season, and it's going to be inflicted on Newcastle. I'm going to go 6-0 Liverpool.
Oh, wow. Are you going to captain Mo?
I'm not. I'm going to captain Son.
So, hang on. So, just to clarify, are we not counting 7-0 Liverpool against Palace as an embarrassing win?
No, I think that was expected.
Old news.
All right, fine.
I think that was embarrassing.
So,
sure,
Newcastle losing 6-0 is embarrassing, but Palace losing 7-0 is not. Okay.
I expect Liverpool to beat Palace 7-0. Newcastle, I don't know if I do.
I don't think it's going to be like that. Honestly, I think sadly Liverpool will take it, but it's not going to be that big. I'm going to say 3-1 at best to Liverpool.
I'm going to say it here and now. This game is going to be awful. It's going to be 1-0 to Liverpool, and there's going to be about 3 shots on target the entire game.
Oh. That sounds about right. In fact, the game that we just watched with Wolves and Liverpool was
Spurs?
Spurs? Oh, hang on. Not that one. No, who did Liverpool just play?
West Brom.
That's it. Even worse for Liverpool. And they had 2 shots on target.
Yep.
Liverpool?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was horrible. It was horrible.
I fell asleep watching that game. No joke, I fell asleep.
God, 2 shots on target. That's terrible.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to be a repeat.
West Brom had 3 shots on target.
Yeah, they were the better side.
Christ.
Guys, I think that's it for this week. Yeah. Until next game week, which is tomorrow. This has been good. If you do want to join our FPL Faff mini league, you can do so by sticking the letters DKSORK into your Premier League app. One more time, that's DKSORK. You will see me in 4th place. Next week, you will probably see Jim in 2nd place and
Incorrect.
Jack atop the table.
No,
correct.
Still number one.
Until next week.
KGB.
Oh, look. Guys, that's it. Until next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.